Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Seen as a good response to a lot of these tank junglers, but SOFM going to pile drive it and try and get something happening in these solo lanes.
Yeah, he's also just an incredibly strong skirmisher. On Trundle, you go for that prestige attack, and when you walk, there's nothing Suning can do to contest the first objective.
You and I talked about this in our opening segment. It is Huanfeng who gets bullied down in lane. A lot of pressure towards these teams in the LPL that focus him down. He has a 550
mana, and he doesn't have any teleport to recall and get back into this one. If a skirmish breaks out, I'm struggling to see how Suning will have the capabilities for an extended team fight, but it looks like they're going to try anyway.
Well, Angel takes away the ulti. On goes in first. Mega Inferno Bomb. Huanfeng on the back end. We talked about this AD carry, but can't do too much if SOFM goes down the Realm Warp so aggressively to force out the flash from this AD. Huanfeng sent packing. It's Rogue Warriors.
They don't need to go for a Herald. They can open up this map immensely here with the Satchel charge, and then with the Herald, and with the immense of mid-pressure.
The flash, a gorgeous pillar to send the Camille backwards.
And that is, I don't know if that's luck or just great skill pillar placement off SOFM there. He has played this champion a lot, and we have seen some great pillars come out for him throughout some of the series.
Haven't. They're still on this dragon. They started up, and Xiaohao has to get on in. Angel on the back end as well. What's going to happen here? A lot of burst again. Bin jumping forward. ZDZ now late to the party. It's stolen. Stolen to the backline as Chojo gets an awesome ulti that sets up for the Mega Inferno Bomb. The kick away means Bin has to re-engage, but Suning have lost a lot. Rogue Warriors even more though. Watch for Forge here as he machine guns away on this rise, trying to get that little spread as On re-engages Angel into the thick of it, but ZDZ goes into the ultimatum as Forge takes a Realm Warp. Not over the wall though.
The rest of the members of Rogue Warriors to be towards the bot side of the map, and therefore both top laners here are just losing resources.
Longer lane, so longer map state, which is
TP comes through.
And that's the TP we want to see, not from a flanking angle, but Bin just running at them. See how his limited tools in comparison to ZDZ can be used as 5 versus 5, drawing out Angel on a flank. That's big though. Watch this Silas with Lee Sin's Dragon's Rage. But On in the meantime, taking a couple of bouncing bombs, and Rogue Warriors at full HP. They're fighting for the soul here to take down Suning in game number 1. As On in the backside, the soul flare doesn't connect. The chains of corruption directly on, but Xiaohao back on and he gets it at 1 HP. He presses E and baby, it becomes free. Angel in the backline knows this fight has already gotten so wrong as Huanfeng gets dove on. Rogue Warriors out the back end has been on the chase. Ladies and gentlemen, Rogue Warriors are going to Worlds!
I don't know what's happening. Bin was so close to be carrying that fight. With multiple members having the Infernal buff, that's just going to hurt on Bin.
I mean, look at this. Chocho caught out though, but the Haymaker! Wow, the shield was maximum charge as Angel now spotted out the flank. Forge walks into this one, has the flash, abscond of Duck, not within range. And it's another pick there when Suning thought they caught out the support. Rogue Warriors charging it in. They have a Ziggs who is 2-shotting turrets at this point. Satchel charge, not even needed this time around. And Rogue Warriors feeling confident they can keep the push.
Yeah, they don't even have the support right here. This is 4 members pushing up
25
against
minutes.
5 in just a bit. Bin is respawning. They're just going to go for it. Bin is still dead.
25 minutes, Guildborg. Onto the turret. First Satchel charge there. Nexus turret number 1 drops down. Rogue Warriors not feeling confident enough they can end the game, but ZDZ walking forward. Angel again. The hookshot, walkshot, disengage, and Forge now at the front line. As On doesn't want to take bouncing bomb, and Chocho has now returned to full HP. Rogue Warriors still push in. They get what they were after. The base destroyed. A 4K Baron buff. A Realm Warp. They're not stopping with Hex Splash. They're all in. As over the wall to Angel. It's now the next target. The Hextech ultimatum means he can't escape here. Rogue Warriors are just dismantling the World 2020 finals. The Xiaohao doesn't fully commit. And SOFM, the jungle superstar, without mana and without a hope in game 1.
And it's just getting dire. Suning, they beat UMG. Suning, they beat RNG. Suning, they had to beat top esports to get it to this point. And we said they had a...
Bites the dust. 4 versus 5, guys. And everyone in our audience watching this right now, what a treat that you've got LPL on today for this absolute stomp of a banger.
And they said it was copium, but for me, that was the hopium apparently we got in front of us here. There is actually hope for Rogue Warriors. Oh, the team fight breaks out though, but it just doesn't look like they can do much of
Not
it.
enough damage. SOFM just dead. Xiaohao takes it in. Betty picks up the kill credit. And now for another inhibitor turret. Once ZDZ goes in the back line. Absolutely obliterates Hanfeng, who goes golden, but he's only bought time to die later on. Suning are obliterated once more. And in 28 minutes, RW will destroy the Lions in a mighty game number 1. They realm warp into the base. Look at this, they've taken the minion wave. Angel's trying to buy time, but Benny flashes away. He dies to the chain lash, but it's only Suning who get absolutely ignored by the Hopium in Rogue Warriors. And locked in last. That means at this point in the game, we do have the Viego, as you talked about, in the jungle. And a lot of wave clear, a lot of pressure for Forge in the mid lane as well. A lot of a wave that, from Bin's angle, continuously pushes in. So there is an opportunity there if this Viego wants to get in.
Very unlucky. The Raptor ward from Suning just ran out, so not actually spotting Xiaohao going up, but that doesn't matter. Set set.
Oh, it doesn't, because Bin with the solo kill flashing on in the Hextech ultimatum. Better late than never, but it is still a solo first blood. While TP in, Viego in as well. Against the wall, Bin kiting away the Realm Warp just in case. It's a 1-for-1, but Bin smacking him down with his sword.
I am not too sure what Set was doing. Huanfeng, or Xiaohao rather, was on the way up there because they were just going to trade that. They realized Suning was doing the Drake, so they were not going to contest it. They wanted to attack top instead. But Set jump in way too early and just completely butchered that play and steal some plating on towards the mid lane turret and then walk towards the Drake afterwards.
Angel benefiting off that. Nice piece of gold for him as well. And Forge stuck in the mid wave, even with the Realm Warp. You know, it's quite dangerous as Chocho, speaking of danger, walks into the whole team. Haymaker hasn't even come out until the 12 bubble hits. He's down for the count. And Xiaohao now walks right alongside with him, but a Sonic Wave ends with a resonating strike. And Suning, 2 quick kills to lead to the second Drake.
There's just Rogue Warriors being in a position they really shouldn't have been in. They had no priority whatsoever. Riftail had already come through from the mid lane, and they're not in a position to get up with the fight here. And to make matters worse, they lose the fight, and Bin is still wreaking havoc on this VR. I still don't understand why they left it open after having seen already how tough the matchup were for Set in game 1. It was literally the only game lane losing.
And when we use your keyword that you talked about, the word of pride.
It's just go time for them. They do get a turret for themselves, but this is not first turret of the game for the 6.
No.
It is
their side laners together to try and get more on the map. While for Suning, it is just yet another trade.
And there we go. They have the Riftail, so opting in for the side lane tempo swap here is not really going to benefit you. They should be able to pick up the 2 turrets, and actually, I'm not too sure. The rotations have come through kind of fairly quick from Rogue Warriors. So yeah, I think the charge will come down, but I don't think they're going to be able to take down the rest of the turrets afterwards.
Big minion wave though, Angel doing quite a bit of damage.
This soul point should just go uncontested over to the side of Suning, and you can take a look at the rest of the map. It's not like Rogue Warriors are able to capitalize on this. There's no cross map for them to be had. There's no one on top side they can catch off guard. The jungle just gave over the blue buff to the Zoe. They gave over the red buff to the Kalista, so this is where they want to excel at that pressure. And you can see they push out the mid lane, and now they're moving up towards the top side.
Respect flash. Nicely done from Forge, but he knew he was dead there with SOFM on the wing. They're making a response onto Bin, who doesn't pay the same respect bottom wave, but as the TP comes through, Rogue Warriors want a full commit, but the grand challenge, Bin doesn't care. Heartbreaker away, the satchel charge almost griefed, but Bin will go down. Rogue Warriors with a good pick, but nothing's up barred the Baron, while Suning start putting momentum down. There's a good Realm Warp over the wing. They're all in. Rogue Warriors relying on Betty to do the damage as Chocho once again. Great backline access. The Haymaker not fully charged up as Angel now joins in onto Chocho, who's going to be rendered to death. Huanfeng says, see you later, and Suning send it right back.
They're still trying to go at the poke here, but it seems like that is just going to be a huge factor in that they're going to be winning this game.
Because we can mention if the game goes longer as well, even though Suning don't feel too bad here with tools like the Zoe as that trouble bubble hits over the wall. Angel now set up, Chocho trying to block, but depth charge, Ziggs gets sent sky high. Doesn't die though. Somehow, some way.
Potential Rage Blade later into the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's already got the wit's end, right, as SOFM has a Sonic Wave, the satchel charge there, they're waiting for it, times it with SOFM, gets out, but into the backline, the face breaker, gives over a kick to Xiaohao. Chocho's ult was not it whatsoever, as Huanfeng with the Fate's Call, they want to dive, but they can't catch up. Suning with another pick, their jungler's still alive, and that means Baron will begin.
Yeah, but you're walking into the Baron pit against the like of a 6, and remember for Betty, he does still have his ultimate here, so if they're not careful, if they're not burning this down fast, they could be poked out in the pit.
It's watered. It's watered. They know what SOFM's HP bar is. He's healing up from the Baron nicely, but Rogue Warriors are still going to walk on in. Hextech explosives on the ground as Bin is being the front line for now. Forge running forward on the rise. They're targeting Bin, who can't riposte. ZDZ in the back line as well, as Forge has to disengage. Betty still throwing bombs out, but the ultimate has been issued to ZDZ. Forge, where did he realm warp to? Right back to the mid lane. While SOFM is low, the ulti already sent out from the Ziggs, and Suning only just get the Baron. Guys, don't get worried. A little bit of fake news. Angel going to be backing off because Bin in the bottom lane with this Baron buff has so much agency. Priority, again, the key word, and Suning have lots of it in multiple lanes.
Well, they do. Hex Flash to come over here as well. Betty needs to be a bit careful, but this is just the pressure you're going to be feeling now. Bin with Baron buff in a side lane is just going to be gaining so much pressure, and he's going to be absorbing a lot of that, while the rest of his team can just be sieging down with the Zoe now. But still quite a bit of wave clears. SOFM goes in over the wall. Bit dangerous. Wanted the kick back on Betty, who doesn't have his flash available. And Bin will return to the wave. Look at topside, though, for Rogue Warriors. There's no threat in all three waves crashing in. But still, Suning don't have to care as the backline access is there once more. ZDZ takes a trouble bubble, and On's just walking in. Dredgeline into the inhibitor. He goes deep, but ZDZ chunked out the half immediately. Suning still going forward. Chocho ulting out, but the Hextech Ultimate brings On in. A two-man phase breaker. On needs to die. Will give a reset over. The Xiaobao flashes On in, excuse me. Xiaobao's dead, though. The Heartbreaker doesn't matter. It was looking optimistic, but Betty's out of mana, and Rogue Warriors are out of options in game number 2. And once again, the priority from the early game, it's what we talked about. It was just on the side of Suning this time around. We may see some swaps come through from Suning, or obviously Rogue Warriors going over to blue side. But for now, in game 2, it is Rogue Warrior Suning that strikes back on towards this one.
Let's keep fountain diving. Betty almost dies, but goes golden to save his grace as we go to a game 3. An unexpected. Very volatile indeed is the game that we had before. Suning lock in the Naught at the end of the day. Strong 2v2. Galio with presence towards side lanes. Run me through Suning.
It is a cannon wave. He's just going to walk back immediately. The rest of the members are walking up here towards the top side.
W from Betty. I mean, On takes another couple of turret shots, ignites down, flash forward. Chocho giving the kill, and the auto secures it. Huanfeng can't get away the Ren stack while on the top side. Rogue Warriors are pushing it even further, while Xiao Hao is the Lee Sin with a dream, a mission, and a kick at the ready. The level 3.
So he will lose some minions on towards the wave, but the Drake is live, and I think that's going to be the next objective.
Well, it depends, because Angel just bursted down. There's AD damage there, and Forge to secure the kill. Xiao Hao and this Lee Sin, what we're seeing in this game. 20 CS behind. SOFM trying to impact away finally. And Chocho not going to be able to get out for now. The Spectral Wall locks him down. The Face Breaker comes in, but it's more so that he wants the kill onto On, where that won't be a success. Huanfeng gets one back, and Suning bring back some momentum on
line of the top side.
That's right, and hasn't moved from the map so far. Angel with the ulti available, but he's a level down. He's in a little bit of the creek without a
priority now, because now the laners of Angel can back and can move up towards the top side of the map to get that Galio active. But as soon as he backed, the TPs are just coming through.
Yeah, it's a double TP, and against the wall, SOFM's caught out. Thank you so much for the free gold. It goes to the Jacks.
They were able to take down the Rift Herald in the meantime, but they're looking for more.
But interrupted, kick flash from Xiao Hao. The chains will follow through. This is no good. A double over to ZDZ no matter how long you wait. Plating still available. Dude, Jax, get in the ring. The second dragon here. I don't get a chance to ask you what's going to happen because the TP flies through, and Chocho right in the middle of the pit. ZDZ has rolled in as well. The level 10 Jax, while the Mega Inferno Bomb doesn't do too much. The hero's entrance, great positioning as ZDZ is low on the back end. He'll die first as Chocho goes golden to buy time, but Rogue Warriors have opted into a fight against the Galio, and they're blown apart before they can get anything done.
I'm not even sure what happened from Rogue Warriors there. They came off a reset where they had a gold lead and they should have some priority around these skirmishes, but they just threw everything into and all that stuff. But now with their Rift Herald finally up, you want to see that used on the turret. The last Rift Herald they used actually never got to get a charge on towards the turret. Bin was taking care of that while they were winning a fight on the other side.
Level 2 ultimate available again.
Yeah, there is potential for a fight here. ZDZ does have a TP. You can see he's recalling on the minimap right now if he wants to join a fight, but...
Or is a better trade. They just get a free turret. It extends the bottom wave and gives more over to ZDZ.
He is around the mid lane, but obviously has that heroic ult entrance to just join the fight whenever. So take a look on towards Spin. Take a look at who he's going to join onto.
Chocho on the back line. The ulti comes through. It is secured by SOFM in the end, but look how low Suning are as Forge jumps in. Ignite ticking down to burn as well. Lucky to survive, but the rest of the fight is so Rogue Warrior's favor. It's crazy. ZDZ with the first one wants to get another leap strike as the Justice Punch run for the hills. Huan Fong about to be counter-striked, and I'm not even sure that's a real word. We're in the wrong esports right now as Rogue Warriors absolutely blasted them like an movement speed from the TP, and Rogue Warriors start chunking it down. SOFM level 12 versus level 11. Watch for him for the steal in the pit as he goes into his invisibility, but he's going to be slowed down once again by good bombs from Betty. As down, Angel's just destroyed. Suning have lost a member off the bat as poked down his bin right into the thick of it. Forge gets a distortion on the spot. It's a double over to the mid laner, and Rogue Warriors may lose him, but they get the Baron. Suning in stripe as the Solar Flare won't lock down on, but the Counter-Strike at the ready. Huan Fong jumping in. Rogue Warriors need to leave this one alone as a great W once again, but SOFM with a reset, and this is where it begins. Counter-Strike, no! Betty takes down yet another to slow down Huan Fong. That's the next move as the dredge line doesn't connect. Sonic Wave, resonating strike, and Betty's in backup mode again. Huan Fong the only one alive after Art.
Just be pushing down these turrets as a 5-man unit. Forge actually in the mid lane getting chased down, and that's a lot of members from Suning who's taking care of Forge rather than taking care of the siege. And honestly, I don't mind them doing this. They can't do anything about this. It's a stack wave. They buried off. They got 6 to poke them down in the meantime. And Suning, they're starting to get desperate.
Chocho, though, wants to go in. He hasn't used the Zenith Blade, and now On might be turned off. Solar Flare, good. The Mega Inferno Bomb, a lot of damage, and Huan Fong to save his support's life. SOFM taking bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb. And Chocho, even though he's low, he sets it up so another turret drops into the dirt against Suning. Dragon, I feel like that's one thing we got to look out for.
Yeah, you want to see Bin on towards the backline here, but the CCM fight has already started.
3-man shielded Ram. Look at Huan Fong on the side. He's angled perfect. He hasn't been Zenith bladed. The hero's entrance to Mega Inferno Bomb to zone them out. ZDZ is low on the backline, but Xiaohao a little bit too deep, who flashes away. Next is Chocho getting blasted himself, while ZDZ may have just cost them the fight. He's not healthy enough. They don't have an ocean to their name, and Rogue Warriors suffering, but so are Suning.
Yes, Seti said, please just recall. You have TP. Why are you just starting the recall now? It's coming through so late. And it's going to net all the priority over to Suning while this is coming through.
I mean, Forge is going in there trying to bluff it away, but the winds of war, he's dead! And Seti said can't TP, and now it has to be a 5 versus 4, with Suning a happy to take. Everybody's in. Rogue Warriors, your top laner just needed to recall as he gets a good counter-strike, but I fear it's way too late. Huan Fong with Ren City, and baby, it's Betty who has to watch as his bombs hit the shelf. Bin laughs, hits hard. That's it. Suning will get the soul, and most likely the game comes with it.
It's all falling apart. That should never be allowed. Rogue Warrior really with a fumble there, but Suning at the same time. What an amazing team fight to play out. Yeah, but it's becoming hard for them to siege a job just because of the fact that the outer turret is still standing. So that's giving Rogue Warriors a good line of defense for walking up towards this Baron.
Forge needs to hit those chain combinations as well. Good wave clear here from Betty with the Horizon focus now picked up as well. It's one thing, the burst is still massive from the LeBlanc. The Ziggs, they get a pick out. Angel goes to half HP. Belt with the Justice Punch with the Fate's Call. So many saving maneuvers is on. Shields on up, the hero's entrance. Rogue Warriors haven't killed anyone yet as SOFM and On are still not dead. Ocean Soul is powerful as hell as RW are left with the remnants of their composition. They tried this game, they got so close, but ZDZ will have a wait for him later as well, as Angel watches Forge in the back line. Suning watches this game becomes theirs.
And these fights are so much easier to play for Suning. They knew exactly what the win condition for Rogue Warrior was in that fight. They needed to one-shot one target, so they just threw On in there. All right, you want to one-shot the support? Great, we got Fate's Call. You just wasted everything in your hand on a champion we could just make invulnerable and call back. It's like a little Pokemon that was just, you know, out of breath. You just call him back. You throw him back stronger after he's gotten a bit of a potion in the Ocean Soul. The PP, you talked about it. All the terms are getting used here, and it's just Suning running around with Rogue Warriors.
Well, there's the Baron now in play. Gold now even after what was about 6,000 that can play out these long, elongated fights. But Viego, especially with Ocean Soul, healing reduction doesn't do anything to him anymore. SOFM is going to get so much HP back when he gets a reset and when he's able to play out any fight from here on. Rogue Warriors getting pushed with the Baron buff in the mid lane. Guildborg, Suning now have the gold lead, and they're drawing them across the map. I like that ZDZ is making a response topside, but Bin needs to be stopped here, and so does mid.
Hey, you don't win out on these split pushes right now. You don't have the Baron buff. It's so easy for the rest of Suning to start up this pressure. And yes, obviously Camille is a split pusher, but if she wants to, she can get on towards your backline with the flash, Hextech ultimatum, and the follow-up from Angel.
Well, that's TP from ZDZ, but they're deep into the base, and Betty's already at half HP. Angel's taken no damage whatsoever as goes away from the counter-strike. Now the burst comes through. A little bit deep with the Solar Flare, getting cleansed immediately by Huanfeng. Rogue Warriors managed to defend. That's because Bin wasn't there. He's pushing bottom side, so even with a pick, you need so much more. But Bin goes in to kill the turret, and against the whole team, he flashes away. Hextech ultimatum buys space, and SOFM comes in off the wing himself. He'll go down. SOFM has the Heartbreaker over the wall. On jumps in. Huanfeng into the middle of it. Suning, you might have Ocean Soul, but this is so dangerous. Watch him though. Jumping, hopping, skipping around. Rogue Warriors 2 versus 2, but resets from SOFM. Xiao, he's going to be blasted as well. And ZDZ in a minefield. Any other soul, any other fight, Rogue Warriors would have punished, but Huanfeng's so happy he got so much HP back.
Yeah, I wonder if they can end, though. The death time is obviously they're long, and I think they're going to go for a TP now coming through from Angel, and they have a Baron up minion wave. This could be Suning trying to make the final push in our series.
Well, 3 versus 1 for the time being. 10 seconds till we get the Ziggs. 3 on Chocho here, but Solar Flare's only going to buy some time as we go right back into the oldie for ZDZ. He has the Guardian Angel there as well, trying as he might. Suning jumping on. Not enough damage for now, but Rogue Warriors, they've got another enemy to deal with as Bin comes on in. Chocho as well, going to be taken through. And Bin now running for his life. Betty will manage to destruct him in the end. And Suning, the game will not end here as they once again run into Calamity. ZDZ and Forge on the chase for Angel. And it's a Jax late game. Leap strike, counter strike. And that's all you need as Elder now spawns. Yeah, but SOFM's up in 10 seconds. I feel like it's just in here, but look at the pings and look at a Ziggs late game. Satchel charge means everything as Huanfeng now returns. They're running for it. They want to make this it. But for Suning, is Huanfeng enough? He goes gold, and the damage he does is massive. But Rogue Warriors onto the Nexus turrets, they're making it chaotic. I think they've just thrown it right back, Guildborg. They tried, they exposed the Nexus, but now Suning are laughing in their face.
What is happening? What is happening? What's going on in this game? No one is able to break the correct decision.
There's a warding base.
I wonder if they're going to be looking for that. The recalls are coming through. I don't think he's going to do it now.
Well, let's see. Elder's going to be picked up in a second, and you're right, playing super defensive from Suning, so they get the Elder. What sex you are, doesn't matter.
All right, enough projecting. Now Huanfeng, he's moving forward now, I think. There he is, he's behind him, but Angel, he's going to... Angel is just around. He's the guard dog.
Angel, he spotted it. Oh, he's going for the distortion. He flashes immediately. Angel matches as well, looking forward, trying to end the game. But there's still an Elder buff there. But into the pit, Betty's joined too. Suning are outnumbered. The Nexus getting hit down. The heroic entrance. Betty needs to hit it.
No, they did it.
They've got it. The satchel charge to secure. And Rogue Warriors, yes, I'll say it again.